Hello everybody, Sibling Power here, and today I am back with some more Minecraft Pro tips. And today we are going to be going over mob tricks. Moving my mic out of the way of my mouth so I don't breathe into it. Okay, so today we're going over mob tricks. And mob tricks are pretty much just things you can do with mobs. And the first thing we're going to go over, these are probably the most known, and that is naming. The naming Easter eggs that are available in the game. So, we're not going into that. So, I'm going to be naming these few things. And I'd like to point this out before I took those out, but I'll show you. This is the mob that it works on. These work on any mob, and these names work on others. So, that goes in that order. So, anyway, so let's say we start. So, any mob, if it's named Grum or Dinnerbone, will flip upside down. I'm probably pretty sure some people knew this. It's cool. It's kind of weird. It's probably because it's a reference to the fact that those developers actually have upside down skins. But anyway, so over here we have a sheep, and if you name any sheep Jeb underscore, its coat will begin to change colors. However, something to note about this is that in the situation that this sheep is sheared, where's the shears? Get a good look at it before it goes away. Bloop, its wool will come off in its original color. So it didn't actually dye the sheep all those colors. It's just gonna kind of come off in its original color. And finally, this one's actually kind of unknown due to the fact that it is a brand new addition. Okay. Well, time to get rid of this. Go away, you're not welcome here. That actually doesn't happen to me too much. I'm surprised. But anyway, so right here, the final addition to the final name trick you can do is actually naming rabbits Toast. And it's going to set its a special rabbit skin. I've heard it's a reference to the fact that a developer actually had a rabbit named Toast, and that's what it looked like, and they made it in Minecraft. So that's pretty much all of the naming tricks for basic mobs. So now let's go ahead. I say a lot. Should probably do that. Let's go ahead and look at the final kind of naming trick that we have here. And that is naming any mobs. Any tamed mobs, that is, will cause their death message to appear in chat as if it were a player. So as you can see, I just tamed a wolf. If I name it, I will name it my own name. And then I kill it. And yeah, okay. As you can see, death message appears in chat, and you can get weird situations happening like that. So yeah. That's pretty much all of the base naming tricks of the game. I think that final one only works on tamed mobs. So any mobs that you can tame. So yeah, guys, I will go ahead and move on to the next mob trick. Alright, everybody, I am back, and this time we are going to be looking at, a interesting Easter egg. So this is an Easter egg to the Monty Python series, and that is called the Killer Rabbit. If you've ever seen the word Monty Python and the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail, you're gonna remember the killer rabbit scene because it is memorable. And if you haven't seen that movie, look it up on YouTube. It's amazing. But anyway, so in the movie, there's a killer rabbit that they have to avoid. That they have to try and kill, and they end up failing miserably because this rabbit is super overpowered. It's kind of like that here as well. So let's go ahead and figure out how do we get it. So it has an incredibly rare chance of spawning in your world. It's super rare. I think it's like 1 in 103. I think I read online. So it's super rare chance. But if you do want to cheat this rabbit in, all you have to do is type in this command right here, /summon space rabbit. Then you're gonna do what these little tilde marks mean is what this means here is just that it's relative to your coordinates, which means it's gonna spawn on top of you, and rabbit type capitalize R and T in these little squiggly brackets. They're actually on the same key as the normal brackets, but you just hold shift, and then you're gonna go :99. It is rabbit type 99, and if you type that in, you're going to get a name tagged killer bunny. This is also a special skin, not to be confused with the normal rabbit, which is actually type 1. They're close, but this one's a little bit different. Okay, so not to be confused with the normal white rabbit. So in the beta version of 1.8, these guys actually had the same skin as that white rabbit that I just showed you, but they were named Killer Rabbit, and yeah, it's pretty much no, they weren't in the beta version, so there was no way to tell them apart if you were playing in the snapshots. So yeah, it was kind of deadly. Now it's a little less deadly because it's name tagged and has special red eyes. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna actually set my spawn point, and I'm going to game rule. I'm gonna keep inventory here. We're gonna set the keep inventory to true, and then we're gonna set our spawn point, and I'm going to show you something. So that's my spawn point now, and I'm going to make sure the difficulty is on hard. What I'm about to show you is interesting. So now I'm going to game mode S, and come to me, bunny. Ah, yeah. No, don't kill me. Okay, I heard it coming up there on me. Okay, so that's the killer rabbit. It's pretty much that. It will hit you for, what was that? 6 hearts. That will hit you for 6 hearts of damage on hard mode. I know on normal mode it'll hit you for like 2.5, and on easy it'll hit you for 1.5. On peaceful it will still try to attack you if I go ahead and set this, but it will become unsuccessful because you're in peaceful. You can't be hurt. But yeah, so that's pretty much the killer rabbit. It has the AI of normal rabbits, so as you can see it is hostile at me, but if I do any kind of damage it will run away. It has the because rabbit AI says to run when punched. So yeah, and as for drops, it's normal. It's just a rabbit. It's going to drop the same thing as a normal rabbit. It has the same amount of health as a normal rabbit. So it's very easy to kill. But yeah, that's the killer rabbit. Pretty much just ridiculously powerful. Actually, how much I brought this on because I wanted to see how much damage this does to you with diamond armor on. So hit me. Oh wait, peaceful. Okay, hard difficulty, diamond armor, go. Oh, okay, a full heart. Okay, so this guy does a 1/10 of your health. That's 2 points of damage with diamond armor on, and he actually negates its damage relatively quickly. Holy good God. Okay, so yeah, killer rabbit you don't mess with it. Don't mess with the killer rabbit. It will murder you. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, for the next mob trick here, I'm going to be showing off a way to avoid mobs. So if we go ahead and grab ourselves out maybe let's grab some creepers, some skillers, and okay, and this is an interesting little trick you can do. If you, let's say you are in survival mode, which is what you'll be most likely if you're playing in your survival world. So let's say you go into survival mode. It's gonna suck. And everything is now mad at you. All of everything's gonna come after you. If you actually jump into blocks, no, mobs can't see you. I don't know. I think because zombies auto hit you if you come too close to them, and the zombie wandered near me. That's why I got hit there. But yeah, mobs can't actually see you when you're hiding in double fall blocks, such as grass. So you can actually kind of Assassin's Creed style hide from mobs, even though you can actually see through quite easily. Be careful doing this though, because if you try and hit the mob, you'll break your block because your head is technically inside the block, and things will go bad for you. Also, careful of sheep; they might eat your cover. Yeah, just kind of stay. As you can see, the creeper is being nice. So let's go ahead and go back into C real quickly, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the mob. Okay. So now that I've killed off the mobs in the immediate area, let's go ahead and look at some more tricks. So one exception to this rule is the spider. So we're not looking at more tricks right now, but let's go ahead and look at this. So the spider, as I just said, is the exception to the rule. What will happen is spiders can actually see you through any kind of block. So let's go ahead back into survival mode, and these spiders will become mad. Yes, they're all mad now. And if I jump into the grass to try and save myself, nope, they're not phased. They will still attack you through grass, because the Minecraft developers kind of said that they have like enhanced senses, and that's how they can detect you through the grass, because they're spiders and not normal things. So yeah, that's it's kind of a interesting feature. I said "vets" weird. It sounded Russian. I'm not Russian. Okay, so it works on any double tall plants. I know it might work on other double tall blocks as long as they are classified as a full block, and you can actually, you know, they're big enough to hide in. So so you have to make sure you're kind of actually hidden, otherwise the mobs will see you. So yeah, that's an interesting way of getting out of a sticky situation. And let's move on to the next one. Alright everybody, I'm back, and this may be the last trick. I'm trying to think if I know any more, but this may be the last trick, and that is you can actually enter the eyes of mobs using using game mode 3, which is spectator mode. So if we go ahead / game mode 3 here, we're now in spectator mode. So aside from the fact that spectator mode lets you clip through blocks, which is cool, I'm not going over all the aspects of spectator mode just yet. One of the aspects that spectator mode allows you to do is like look through the eyes of mobs. So if you go up to a mob and you get your little cursor will hover over it and you punch it, you will actually enter its view. I can't move my camera right now. I will, in fact, instead look wherever the sheep is looking. And whatever the sheep does, I will, hence, kind of do. This works on the majority of mobs. Look, spider jockey. We can enter the skeleton, there. And, as you can see, it's pretty basic stuff. But there are a few mobs that see the world, I guess you could say, in a different light. So let's go ahead and look at those mobs. So, I don't think it's zombies. Zombies don't, no, zombies are normal. They can see the world as we see the world. However, not all mobs are like this. Creepers are one of them. So creepers will look at the world in a different way. Let's look at this one. Okay, creepers, as you can see the world in complete green. I don't know why, but whenever you do this trick, the mobs tend to not really move much. I got lucky with the sheep, but they tend to, like, stand still and stare at nothing for a while. I don't know why that is, but they tend to not move much. Like, this one was just moving crazy a second ago, and wait. That was not the direction you were looking. But anyway, so, that's pretty much, the creepers. Let's go ahead and look at another one that doesn't see the world the same, Endermen. So Endermen see the world in the negative. This is the negative color scheme. So all black is white, and like the green is purple. And that white sheep seems, wait, is that a white sheep? Yeah, that white sheep appears to be a different color. And why is that Enderman? I don't know why, but the mobs sometimes tend to see out the backs of their heads. Like, this is not the direction the Enderman's looking, game. quite clearly looking off that way, but oh well. But yeah, so the creatures are a little glitchy right now. Yeah, that's not the way the Enderman's looking either. I don't know why. The Enderman, you're looking the other... Okay, so it doesn't work 100%. It seems to actually do it based on the way that the player is looking. No, that's not it either. I don't understand. Okay, so it's glitching out on me, but I know that that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be able to see through the eyes of that mob. And I know spiders, if we go to the final one, are the final mob which sees the world strangely. So spiders have kind of kaleidoscope vision because they have many, many eyes. So kaleidoscope vision. At least the spider's looking in the right direction. No, that's not either. What the heck? Okay, well, that's pretty much the kind of what you could say see through the eyes of others. I'm not going to go over all the features of spectator mode, but just know spectator mode is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I can fly around really fast. But anyway, so that's pretty much spectator mode right there. And I will be back. I don't know if there's any more mob tricks. I'll be back if there's another one, or I will outro the video if there is not. Okay, everyone, I am back, and I figured out one more tricks, or like kind of two more tricks that I can show you before I leave. So these tricks are pretty much just things you can do with any more hostile things in the area that want to kill me. Okay, there we are. So everything that could potentially sneak up on us is gone. So if you actually go ahead and put a pumpkin on your head, you may know that the pumpkin is not fun to put on your head. It's hard to see. It's annoying to fight with. However, the pumpkin does serve a practical use, and that is, if you go ahead and look at an Enderman normally, he'll become quite upset. What, Enderman? Do you just not care? You're weird. Okay, that Enderman's weird. But anyway, so let's see if I can get this to happen normal. Okay, there it goes. Okay, Enderman will immediately attack you upon you looking at them. As you may know, that happens normally. However, if you go ahead and put a pumpkin on your head, then regardless of how many Endermen you look at, they will never become angry at you. They are just ultra friendly as long as you're wearing a pumpkin on your head. If you're not wearing a pumpkin on your head, they won't like you. So yeah, don't look at Endermen unless you got a pumpkin on your head. But anyway, so the final little bit of info that I'm going to say to you is that blazes, as you may know, are found naturally in the nether, but they are also vulnerable to any kind of water, whether it be frozen or liquid water. Actually, let me go ahead and /give sibling power Minecraft. I need steak. No, you made me stop the command. I need steak. Okay, so /give sibling power Minecraft. Steak. D4? No! Oh my god. Okay, so Minecraft. And then what is this? Steak? What is steak then? Okay, I don't know. So let me just go ahead and get game mode, see it. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get rid of this pointless stuff. Alright, let me just go ahead and game mode see this. So boop boop. Okay, so back into survival mode, back where we started, back where we were. If we go ahead and throw some snowballs at a blaze, you can actually kill it very effectively with this method. Okay, there it goes. As you may know, a normal mob will not take any damage at all from a snowball. They will simply be knocked back. It's pretty useless on a normal mob. I don't know why skeletons are ultra, like, sensitive to arrows. Like, if you put power 1 on a bow, that's another interesting fact. Skeletons take more damage from arrows. It's kind of weird. They take more damage from their own power. So, Yeah, I don't quite understand that, but it's something that I've kind of noticed, is that they're weaker there. I don't think that's an official thing. It's also because I have power 5 on this bow. So it's gonna kill everything really easy. Can I hit those sheep? Yeah. Look at this archer skills. Okay, but anyway, so we're not here to show off my archer skills, even though they are the bomb. Yeah, okay. So, anyway. So, I'm going to end off the video here, guys. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And, I guess I will see everybody in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.